Hello Gemini, welcome to my channel. We're taking a look at what's happening for you in the area of love and relationship during the month of October. Okay, so if you're a returnee and a part of my community, a subscriber, welcome back. It's always nice to have you here. I just want to take this opportunity, take a moment to give thanks to you for all of your contributions to my channel, the energy, the time that you invest in watching my videos, your likes, your comments. Those of you who have contacted me for personal readings and have signed up for my twin flame coaching or my spiritual life coaching, thank you so much for making it possible for me to do what I do, for supporting and honoring my work, and giving me an opportunity to honor your journey and your process. Okay. If you're new, welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy the energy and that you decide to stick around. If you do like the energy and you'd like to see my upcoming readings and videos, then don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so that you can see when I upload. Okay. Now, I always ask that you guys settle into your intuitions because I am a medium. I channel my message, so not everything is meant to resonate. It is for a general collective of Gemini, and so you need to trust your own guidance system, your own intuition. And I always recommend that you take a few deep breaths. Settle into your intuition. Ask your guides and keepers to guide you through the reading, to help you to know and to recognize which parts of the reading are for you and which is not. Okay, if it resonates, claim it without a doubt. If it doesn't, it is not for you. Don't give it another thought. Let it go. Leave it for someone else. And if it triggers, that's where your work begins. Even though you might instinctively feel like rejecting it. That is for you. It's where your work begins. Okay. So let's clear the space and tune into my Gemini collective's energy. Thank you, Spirit. The archangels in the north, south, east, and west have their sacred flames burning. And I give thanks to the spirits of earth, air, water, and fire for helping me to channel my Gemini collective's energy, bringing them messages and guidance that will help and serve them in their greater good, helping me to speak from a place of love with clarity. Okay, let's begin, Gemini. So I'm taking a look at what's happening in the area of love and relationship for you. I'm not going to direct this reading in any particular way. I'm open to see what Spirit brings through. Guidance from Spirit, that's what we're going for. So anything that comes through, that's what I'm going to share with you. I am, however, going to do a bonus question. Whichever question I'm guided towards channeling for this collective. I have a bunch of questions in my little black box, and I'll draw a question for the Gemini collective as a bonus question at the end of the reading. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see what's happening for my Gemini collective. Travel, moving from one point to the next. Possibly it could be moving home. You could be moving home. But I see it as a big move, as a drastic move, not just a move up the road from one area to the next, one city to the next, one country to the next possibly. You feel inspired, you feel ready, you feel like the time is now for you to move towards your goals, your aspirations. Towards a life that just feels more suited to you. You've expanded, you've become more, and you're ready to move in the direction of it. No longer waiting for things to come towards you, realizing that you have to line up with everything that you've created, what you've asked for, and be ready to let it in. And I feel like that's what you're doing. You have experienced a betrayal of late in relationship. Could be in a marriage, because I do have the 10 of Wands here, and it shows that you've been burdened in this relationship for a while. Could be a marriage, could be a long-term commitment. It could also be another situation that resembles the energy of marriage, of being committed to a organization, a family unit, perhaps a dynamic, that in which you felt a huge sense of responsibility, and you felt very, very overwhelmed by the burden of having to meet their expectations, take care of them. What, you know, take it as it resonates. You know how this resonates for you. You've struggled to let this go, though. You've struggled. You didn't want to abandon anyone. You didn't want to drop this, even though it was causing you a lot of pain. But whilst you were in this situation, you were daydreaming about and trying to manifest a situation that just feels better to you. And you finally decided to release yourself from self-imposed bondage, to release the past and move towards the future that you want. Okay, give me my Gemini's person's energy. I feel like for this collective, for this Gemini collective, you're walking out on something. You're walking out on this long time burdensome situation. And you're okay with starting anew, with being on your own. So I don't feel like for this collective there is someone that you're moving towards someone. I feel like you're setting yourself free from something. Yeah. Something that you didn't really, you tried, you wanted to make this work. You wanted things to work out. This mattered to you, but it was just never right. It was just never right for you. You were burdened. There's betrayal here. You were just not in a healthy situation. You were in a codependent situation with someone that looks to me as though they have problems with addiction. And you were stuck in the past, trying to move into a new reality, trying to take this person with you, and it wasn't meant to be. You've had to let this go. There is a sense of loss here. There is a sense of grief. You know, it doesn't mean that this didn't matter to you. It doesn't mean that you didn't care. But it is okay to give yourself the time to grieve and to know that you deserve better, and you're moving towards that. So mentally, there's still a little bit of mental turmoil about what's happened here. This has not been easy for you. But this is what needed to happen for you to let go of a situation that was not worthy, that was beneath you, so that you can move towards something that you deserve. It's possible that you felt like this is your soulmate or your twin flame. I don't pick that up, though. I feel like this was a karmic connection in which you just misunderstood it and thought this was your twin flame. This person just didn't have the emotional maturity or capacity to give you what it is you need. And you were just conveniently there to feed into their toxic traits over and over. And this was hard on you, but also very, very good for you, because you had so much to learn about yourself and love in this situation. Give yourself an opportunity to see it for the value that it has brought to your expansion, to your awareness, to your understanding of what love is, and most importantly, to your understanding of who self is. Okay. Spirit says, forgive yourself. You're asking questions. The reason why you still feel like you're like you're psychologically you're not doing well, as a and you're wondering, you'd like to be happy, you'd like to let this go, you'd like to set yourself free. But Spirit says you need to forgive yourself and stop seeing this, and forgive this person, and stop seeing this as the biggest mistake that you've ever made in your life, and understand that this contrast, all of this contrast, has contributed to the more that you've become, and is all the lessons that you've obtained here. There's so much value that you take with you, that you take forward. Okay. I do see you moving into an environment in your life where you are going to be able to communicate these lessons and this growth to other people who will benefit from it. And see you possibly in a position of teaching, coaching, or providing therapy and guidance to people who need it. Create space for acceptance, for forgiveness, by looking back, not with regret, but with the intention of changing your perspective of what it is you see when you look back there. Right now, when you look back, you don't feel good about yourself. You're judging yourself. There's shame, there's embarrassment, there's self-loathing, there's self-hatred, there's resentment, there's contempt. But allow yourself the opportunity to look back only with an intention of recognizing what you see and finding a way to look at it better. So where you may see a weak, needy person in yourself when you look back there, allow yourself to see your determination and your willingness to be loved unconditionally, and that what that has taught you is that you need to give that to yourself first before you can be it in any place, in any space. And what that person, that version of yourself, has given you an opportunity to learn, and the information and the data that you were able to obtain, and the ways in which you've just become a better person for yourself first and foremost. Okay. Let's do a bonus question for my Gemini collective. Thank you, Spirit. What question is it that you want me to answer for my Gemini collective? Okay. So there might be a new interest for some of you, or you might be wondering about someone else that has caught your eye. Okay, Gemini. There seems to be an interest or a crush that you've got, that you've sort of wondering about. You're not yet acting on it, you're wondering about it. You want to know if there's something there. You've walked away from something very burdensome. You've walked away from being betrayed. You're not feeling great about yourself. Someone's caught your eyes. Someone makes you feel butterflies. You're afraid to act on it, and you don't. At the same time, if it's something worth giving space to, you don't want to just shut down because of past experience. So you want to know what the possibilities are here. What is the advice from Spirit regarding your new crush? So you're feeling that there's an opportunity for a new passionate beginning with someone who's caught your eye of late. You've just come out of something. You've finally gotten to a point where you can release something old, and you're wondering if this person who's caught your eye is worth pursuing. You're feeling a sense of passion. You think there's an opportunity for something, and the answer that I'm getting here is it's not what you think. I'm getting the moon, right? But the message that I'm getting from Spirit is, Gemini, you need to heal. You cannot put a band-aid over your relationship trauma and your self-concept and your concept about relationship based on your experience. That has become the truth that you now hold active with someone new. You're just going to manifest the same stuff. You see what I've got here. You see how she looks in the mirror, and she doesn't like what she sees. So there will be a mirroring in whatever, if you pursue this without giving, you're in essence going to make a choice between yourself, pursuing a relationship with yourself, or with someone else, which is just like putting a band-aid or a plaster over your feelings of being rejected and unwanted, and a sense of loss and betrayal. You're only going to manifest a mirror in someone else that highlights what you don't like about yourself. It's like I said earlier on, I said you look back and you see a version of yourself that is really, really being torn apart by you. That's what you need to give space to. There are things here with this person that you don't see now, but will show its ugly face, and you will find yourself back at square one. And then I've got the moon, and I've got the 7 of swords. That's deceit. That's your narcissist. The moon is also a warning of, there are things that you don't see, the shadow side, you see. Don't look for what you need outside of yourself. That's the message here. Give yourself, if you adopted a little girl, if you had the opportunity to adopt a puppy or a little girl, whatever resonates with you, who has really been in a shelter or a foster care or whatever, been abandoned, neglected, deserves love, and you have the opportunity to take her home with you, are you going to take her home with you and then move a new boyfriend in with you? Or are you going to take her home with you and make her your focus? Develop a relationship with her, show her that she matters, give her time to settle before you introduce her to anybody else. If you were to adopt a puppy from a shelter that's been abandoned and abused, are you going to take that puppy home with a whole lot of other puppies that have also been abandoned and abused? Or are you going to really set an intention, I'm taking this puppy home and I'm going to keep things constant, and my focus, I'll give it all my love, all my focus, so that it can get comfortable and start feeling secure and know that it can trust me. That's how you need to treat the relationship with yourself, Gemini. Okay. Be the lover to your soul that you've been searching for in the world. Be the nurturer, be the safety, be the security. Keep your promises to yourself. Make yourself the focus and the priority for the next while. And then the right person will come into your life and match that energy that you've been giving yourself. And it'll be easy, and there'll be no question about it. And you will not have to sacrifice, and you will not have to compromise. And yes, you might wonder, but can it be that easy? That's exactly the way it's supposed to be. If you allow your life to reveal itself, to be birthed from the relationship that you have with yourself, because it is always happening whether you intentionally do it or not. But your relationship with yourself sucks because you're focusing on your relationship with everybody else. You betray yourself for other people. You dishonor yourself so that you can honor somebody else, and you wonder why you never get what you're giving other people, because you've got to give it to yourself first. Okay, that's your message, Gemini. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If it resonates, please comment, let me know how. Okay, and if you'd like to see my upcoming videos, join, become a part of the community, subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you. If you'd like to get a personal reading, perhaps you want to take a look at your personal situation, get some personal guidance as to how you can support yourself, how you can navigate your way forward based on the energies around you and what's happening in your experience, you're welcome to contact me. Email is in the description box below. Whatever you choose to do, Gemini, do what is best for you. Love and light. I will see you next time. Bye now.